Hello, hello. And light capturing, yes, excellent. Okay, I was playing around with the OBS again. Um, so hopefully, I don't know, iteratively, the quality of these streams get a little bit better. But yeah, welcome to Guild Wars. We're continuing with the Prophecies campaign, and I feel like we're getting close to like halfway through the story, or I guess the story campaign. I guess I'm Crazy Ewok. welcome. Let's load in. I've been playing this game, not with this character though. I've been playing this game on my own. I've been doing a lot of dailies. There's like a bonus right now to actually go there. I can. Ooh, let's see. Let's go there. So yeah, in my other characters, I essentially have been coming here and get rid of this big boy. And I've been doing these Zaishin bounties, which is essentially daily missions. One of them is to do a mission. I don't know if it's randomly or if it's on a rotation, but there is like a mission. This is telling me to do the Zhendai mission in factions, and it'll give you 1,000 experience, 250 gold, and copper Zaishin coins, which is what I'm trying to collect most of the time when I'm doing my dailies. There's a bounty also in factions campaign, Gala Hatchery, and yeah, you also get a bunch of rewards and stuff. So yeah, this is what I've been this is what I've been doing, kind of off stream with other characters. Giveaway event, come Lion's Arch Europe English D1 server. Oh my god, that person's being generous. But yeah, I just want to show off what I'm going for. Oh man, I kind of wish there was like if ArenaNet kind of just like had a small team or something that just like plays it, or maybe they like create a small team from like really dedicated, and I guess, what's the word? Dedicated and qualified, like with the right technical skills and stuff. I kind of wish like there was a team to just come back here and give a lot of quality to life, because like all the walking and stuff, it'll be nice if like, I don't know, kind of like how in Guild Wars 2, or like I guess for Genshin Impact, for people who might know, you can just like, there's like waypoints that you can just click on to teleport, or you can just like have movement speed increases or something. But yeah, this is what I'm going for. These equipment packs, and eventually some of these runes of holding, rune of belt holding, and rune of regular bag holding. So this applies to this, and this applies to these two, which gives you a bit more inventory. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's why I'm getting these coins. But the thing is, that's not. If I talk to this person, it takes 50 copper Zaishin coins to just get 1 silver, and it takes 10 silver, which is 500 copper ones, right? Am I doing head maths right? So it takes 50 for 1, and 10 for 1 gold. So there's 10 times this, so 500 to get 1 gold, which is quite a bit. But right now there's a bonus right now. Yeah, whatever. There's a bonus. You get double the amount of copper Zaishin coins when you finish the mission, the Zaishin mission. But it's still slowly building up. The thing is, these missions are, that's why there's an exclamation mark over these two. I did the bounty and the mission on my Paragon, and I did the mission in a lot of, in my Ranger, my Ritualist, my Assassin. I'm actually having a lot of fun playing my Assassin. I gave her like a scythe build. And she uses, and the Assassins are really good at critical hitting, and critical hitting Assassins get a lot of like bonuses, like getting energy back, and some of the skills proc on critical hit and stuff. So I've been having a lot of fun playing Assassin, doing these dailies. But yeah, my Assassin, my Elementalist, my Ritualist, my Ranger, and my Paragon, I did the mission hunt today. So I got a good amount of copper coins. Let's go back to Lion's Arch. Another thing is, if you remember, for those who's been following this entire series, I used an elite necromancer tome to unlock animate flesh golem. This is a factions exclusive skill, so you can only get the skill if you own the factions campaign, or I guess if you just buy the trilogy now, or whatever like package it comes in now. And you play through the factions campaign and eventually find the boss that you can capture this skill from. But I didn't realize, but I had a bunch of just regular necromancer tomes, which lets you, so the elite one lets you unlock an elite skill that you already unlock on your account. If I add like a hero, let's say I add this hero, if I was secondary monk, I would have no, or I guess only the default monk skills, and that's not very much. I might have like one or two skills in healing prayers, one or two skills in smiting, one or two in protection, one or two, actually probably none in divine favor. But if I, for example, had a regular monk tome on this character, I can unlock like some of these skills. Like if I wanted to unlock restore life or something, I can use that tome to unlock it on this character specifically. So I essentially used that, but it's a necromancer tome, and I unlocked this skill, putrid bile, because I was really sick of using deathly swarm, which costs 2 seconds, or it takes 2 seconds to cast. This is only a 1 second cast, and it seems like it's pretty useful if we're constantly killing things. And I also unlocked, I believe this one, Blood Bond, which makes it so that if I apply this hex onto an enemy, anyone hitting that enemy, right? Allies hitting these foes. Yeah, anyone hitting that enemy gains health. And if the enemy dies during that time, all the allies that are close to that enemy or adjacent to that enemy gets healed as well. I kind of moved away from curses, essentially. In my previous stream of this game, I had a curse build, and I was using a lot of... I also unlocked Masochism, which is an Eye of the North skill that was introduced when Eye of the North came out. But yeah, I kind of moved away from Enfeeble, or was it Enfeeble? Enfeebling Blood and Weaken Armor. So I moved away from that. So now I'm back to Death Magic, and we'll see how this goes. I think I'm only going to use the one Flesh Golem. I'm not going to be a minion master, but I will still have the Flesh Golem, since I do feel like I have a good amount of Death Magic. And this Masochism also makes it so that when I cast this on myself, everything I do sacrifices health. But because of that, I get like +2. So this will be, whenever I have this enchantment on me, this will be 11, and this will be 10. And meaning like every time something dies, I get 10 energy back. So hopefully I will have like no energy management problems during this whole thing. So yeah, I'm really excited to try out this build. One of the things that I also have, I believe I unlocked it just by talking to the skill trainer that was here. What was that? Dark Bond or something? Is it here? Blood Bond, no, that I already have that. It wasn't a curses. Dark Aura. This makes it so that every time I sacrifice health, so it combos with this pretty well, since this makes me sacrifice health whenever I do a spell. All the enemies that are adjacent to me, I think, yeah, so right next to me essentially, gets damaged. But I don't think I want to use this yet, because I think I might be squishier than all my other teammates right now, since all my other teammates are my mercenary heroes who are level 20. And if I put myself in the front line, I think I might just kill myself, get myself killed more than anything. Especially since everything I do will be sacrificing health as well. But yeah, I'll also only be exploiting corpses with the Animate Flesh Golem and this Well of Blood. And yeah, I'm really curious as to how this will play. Hopefully it plays a lot better, since all these only take 1 second to cast, whereas I was having I don't know, just like a visceral reaction waiting for the 3 seconds of these like animate Bone Fiend, animate Bone Horror and stuff. and the 2-second cast of Deathly Swarm stuff. Every time like I would cast this, the enemy I'm trying to cast it on will die before this actually goes through, so I wasted 10 energy and this does nothing. So hopefully this is better. Hopefully this feels more responsive. I think that's just how necromancers feel in Prophecies. I believe they kind of went away from all this crazy 2-second casts, because I was looking at a lot of the skills on the wiki, and when it looks like when factions come around, they like added a lot of really cool stuff to every single like class. And yeah, necromancer, they did a bunch of cool stuff there. And I guess when we get there, hopefully I'll still continue to stream maybe this character when we get to the factions campaign. I do plan on playing the factions campaign after this, and I haven't really decided if I want to start a new character there or if I want to continue this one. But if we do, we can see how the devs, I guess, added to this class or this profession. But yeah, let's build our team here, actually. I actually don't have much heroes. They're all my mercenary heroes. So my monk here is going to just be a regular hero. Oh, I also kind of outfitted these guys. I had a lot of like runes and whatnot lying around, so I just kind of applied it to whoever it was for, just like in my bank. I guess I can go to my bank as well. Let's go. Yeah. Does ArenaNet want to hire like a group of weirdos to put quality of life into this game? I'll learn if I get paid, if I don't have to worry about money. I'll learn how to do it. Anyway, let's see here. So I have like a bunch of like runes that I've collected as I played from just like drops, and then I salvage it out of drops. And I've just been applying it to these guys. So they are a little bit stronger, but the drawback of applying some of these runes is that they lose a bunch of health. So she has 410 health. She has less health than I do, even though she is 2 levels higher. So hopefully the lack of health isn't going to be too big of a problem when we go into some of these missions and stuff. Okay. Let's put on some other guy. Let's put on Mox. I think I brought attention to this last stream. This character I accidentally unlocked when I left Lion's Arch, and now I'm like really happy I unlocked him because he's pretty cool. He's gonna be a melee character. From my experience, melee characters are kind of not really fun to have on your team when you're going adventuring by yourself, especially if you have a full hero team, because they would just run in and aggro everything, so they can easily over aggro and get overwhelm your team. But I feel like because we're all level 20 and we're kind of over leveled at this point, it might be kind of fun to have them just grab every enemy in the area and then we try to blow them all up, hopefully. So yeah, we'll put him. And oh yeah, another character that I built is this Elementalist. She has an insane ability here called Meteor Shower that knocks people down as it pulses damage out. So we'll see how this works. The elite skill on her is good because she can cast, hopefully she's smart enough to cast it on this melee character. What it essentially does is, get rid of this, around your character. Yeah, let's just move this here. It'll essentially put like a fire ring around your character, and whatever enemies in that ring starts pulsing damage on them, and she casts it on herself and on whoever she's targeting whenever she does that. So I feel like this is gonna be really fun. We'll just melt people, hopefully. Bring back the player or the party menu. So this Paragon really just does a little bit of bad damage mitigation, a little bit of like energy sustain, and that's about it. The only thing this character is really important for at this point is just making us run faster with these two abilities. When we start getting into trouble, I guess, when the fight starts getting tougher and tougher, if we move into like some of the later parts of the game, like in here, or maybe like up here in this Shiver Peak area, or here in the Ring of Fire. We might need to give her something better at some point. But right now, she's just quality of life. And I have one more slot here. Should I have a Ritualist? Or shall I have a Ranger? Or a Mesmer? I think she's probably going to be the highest DPS, since a lot of her abilities ignore armor, I believe. I think she would be the most interesting, I guess. She kind of summons a bunch of... I have her with like a bunch of spirits. So she summons a bunch of like spirits, and they're essentially like turrets. They just like throw things. So she potentially can do a lot of damage. But I think like DPS wise, highest DPS would probably be her, because her attacks are like very, very meaty. And she also interrupts. So it's going to be a tough choice. I think out of the 3 that's left, the Ranger is probably the weakest. Nah. I think I'll go for the Mesmer. We'll see how this goes. Because she has Energy Surge, which is causes 10 energy loss, deals 9 damage to target and nearby foes for each of these energy loss. So if she hits someone fresh with a maximum energy and actually gets the full 10, she just does 90 damage to everyone. Like in that area. So she can like spit out a lot of firepower. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So she's the only like... She's really the only like defensive damage mitigation we have. This person is kind of a DPS, or leans towards DPS with a little bit of self-sustain. She leans towards DPS with a bit of like self-sustain with this ability, and this kind of helps with healing. She is a little bit of damage mitigation, but mostly speed boosts, and she's just pure like DPS and denial. And I'm deep. Oh no, I have a bunch of health related stuff. Like I have this that helps heal enemies. Hopefully I can place this smartly. I have this that heals me, so it kind of takes off the pressure from her to do all the healing. And this, as long as there's dead bodies, I can just exploit corpses to create these wells, and hopefully maybe I can use flags to flag my heroes into them so they can't get the benefit of this. And yeah, this also gives me healing if I use it on someone who's less than 50% health. Yeah, let's just try this out. We'll see how it goes. We're actually supposed to be in the Maguuma area, so actually let's go here. We are actually... I think we will do the primary quest first until we get to the next mission area. But then once we get there, we will do the 2 quests that we have here in this Maguuma area. And we'll also do any quests that we find along the way as well. And after these are done, we will... Did we lose favor? The world no longer has a favor of the gods. This statue just falls apart. And we still spawn the avatar of Dwayna. Oh, we can. Oh, she has a quest for us. Okay, I'm glad I did that. May the light of Dwayna shine upon your soul. What's on your mind? I like to make an offering. No, I don't want to make an offering. The wisdom of the druids. Child, Dwayna senses within you the impatient that all too often plagues the mortal mind. She now offers you an opportunity to glimpse a deeper serenity to which you may aspire. The druids of Maguuma. Maguuma? There's 2 U's. Maguuma? Holy things who surrender their mortal flesh to become one with the jungle will soon gather beneath a waterfall not far from here. Search through the Sagelands for their meeting place and wait them there. Okay, we'll grab that one too. But we will still focus on this one. Actually, if it's in this zone, we will do it. Actually, no, this is also in this zone. I guess if this takes us to a new zone, we'll stay in the Sagelands to do some of these other ones that are in the... Yeah, that one tells you to Mam Noon Lagoon. So we won't do that one yet. Okay. Is there anything I need to prepare for before I go in? All my attributes are spread good. All my guys are holding something. Okay. So yeah, I went here and you might notice that she has like this random fast casting out of nowhere. That's because of this weapon. I randomly got this drop when I was just questing around, and it is a divine favor weapon, but for some reason, I think this is new. I think this was like recently introduced during the 20th anniversary. There is a of the mesmer like upgrade component to weapons, and if you give it, or if it drops, or I guess some weapons potentially can drop with the of the X profession, and it just gives you like a flat amount of like the profession's main attribute points. But then the cool thing about it is that she's a monk and she has a mesmer main attribute, just like 5 though, so that's like enough to give you like build ideas, but not like too crazy. Like monk is divine favor, and a necromancer is like soul reaping, so potentially you can have like soul reaping on like a monk or something. And I'm thinking if you actually have soul reaping on a monk, every time something dies, the monk would get like that 5 energy if it's like 5. Aaron K, hello. Oh, I love a chatter. I'm gonna turn on the chat thing. Those new of the profession mods are amazing. Yeah, I just learned about them like a couple days ago. I didn't even know they existed, and in my mind I'm like, oh, it'll be so cool if you can get like the assassin or something have critical strikes, and then you put it on like, I don't know, like a warrior or something, and they can just like get a lot of energy back, because warriors also have like critical hit abilities and stuff. So yeah, I don't know how you can farm these, because this just randomly dropped in. I only had to have this one so far after all this playing. The anniversary is over, and this is the first drop I got of the mesmer. All right. Okay, let's head into here, and then we'll see how this goes. Sage Lands. We are in the Maguuma jungle. I'm just opening a can of Coca-Cola right now. Okay, what are these people saying? Cloth is the sacredly something head of the something. Ha ha ha! You mean to tell me you're unmanned by some common house burn? Blah blah blah. I can't read them on time. Oh, they're being attacked. So yeah, I have this thing called Blood Ritual, and I think I'm going to be using this on my monk the most. The only reason why her heroic Ewok's energy looks like it got really low there is because of this. But once she has this set up, she should just have it forever, since every time shout ends, this renews. Okay, I totally missed their conversation there, and unfortunately it didn't get spit out in the all chat. I feel like they did a good job about that. Maybe just in Prophecies is like not very consistent. I always feel like in like other subsequent faction or subsequent campaigns, you can always review what people were saying in like in the NPCs in the chat box. Anyways, he's Justicar Thomas is saying, do you know the tale of Kalos the No-Headed? If you don't, perhaps you should. It is one of justice, one my murdered brother loved to tell. Murdered brother? That's an interesting detail to just randomly throw out. Those we pursue will face a similar fate. May the unseen ones grant us guidance on all this terrible day. Well, what do you say? A brother's fury. The heretic? Filth has continued long enough. I refuse to sit by while the confessor and his council discuss and debate. We will move while my brother's blood is still warm. As we speak, I am amassing a host the size of which Krytan has never seen. A host? I don't know what a host is, like an army? Has never seen before? The song of battle will ring throughout the jungle. Legions of knights will march right into the depths and tear it from stone and earth. My brother's murderers will be brought forth and purged in the great fires of justice. We must stay on their trail. I sent my scouts up ahead, but I fear they may not be swift enough to keep pace with those blood-stained heretics. You will have a better chance. When you catch up to my men, tell them to report back. I am counting on you to track the rebels through the wilds. Okay, so he just tells us to keep going. So this guy has a quest? No, he has something else. Is he a part of these other guys? Oh no, he's just part of this guy. I used to be a White Mantle seeker, but Lord Thomas offered me a chance to be part of his elite house guard. Who could say no to his coin, Brother's Fury? I will report back as soon as this area is fully scouted. They have taken his main path here, I tell you. No one can navigate this jungle more nimbly than those rebels. If it were for their lawless nature, their contempt for everything we stand for, their constant raids, and their underhanded tactics, I wouldn't half mind seeing them in our ranks. But don't tell His Grace I said that. He'd have my head. There are other scouts up ahead, though. Perhaps they found something. Host equals a large force of troops. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm apparently fighting for that. Because I can spawn this guy. I am essentially taking advantage as much as I can. Because I have this this ability. I also have masochism when I really shouldn't at this point in the story. If I was a fresh account, I mean, compared to a fresh account. But I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun just like taking advantage of all these things. House Ranger Lanalt. House Ranger Lanalt, at your service. Milord sent you. You are the one who saved our great confessor. No wonder His Grace sent you out ahead. That Thomas is a just man. Oh no, we're being attacked. I don't think I can actually talk to him anymore. Oop. Just some 2005 game jank. That's all. And also life siphon him. So yeah, this huge ring, and oh, she's smart enough to place it on Mox. So yeah, that huge ring around my elementalist was this ability here. And yeah, as long as this guy's running in people's faces, it'll essentially be pulsing out damage on everyone, which is really cool. Alright. I think we're going the right way. I remember when I first played this game, like when my friend introduced me to this game and he was kind of like speeding me through all this, we were getting lost in here a lot. Like, you have to like take a ramp down and then make our way up and stuff. And it was actually kind of frustrating to traverse this area. I think it was meant to be like they specifically, I mean the devs, they specifically designed it this way because it's supposed to be like a dangerous like jungle and you can easily get lost, right? So, but then I don't know. I feel like gameplay wise, that's not very fun, even though like it makes sense for the situation that we're in. Hello there. Time is short. What can I help you with? Report back? We should be moving forward. From the looks of things, they led the Chosen right into the heart of the jungle. How they get through the tangled mass is beyond even my abilities. They move like spirits through the overgrowth, disturbing nothing. They're nearly impossible to track. Not to question his tactics, but I doubt it would matter how many knights and justicars His Grace brings to bear. This jungle won't yield up its secrets anymore, then it will bring his brother back. I don't even know who his brother is. Did someone die? I don't remember. Did someone die in a previous like mission? I just remember a bunch of Chosen getting kidnapped. Maybe the lady like killed a bunch of people, and also kidnapped the Chosen that we were grabbing. Yeah, we stand in this, we actually heal. I think I said this before, but it's really hard to tell between your own allied wells and the wells of like enemies. So sometimes I accidentally end up standing in a well of an enemy and it doesn't do anything, or it actually is detrimental to us. 17 years later and you still avoid doing stuff in the Maguuma. Yeah, it is like really tedious. There was a Zaishin mission, I think like last week, that was in the Maguuma, and man, it took so long. There was so much walking around. Actually, I think it's the mission that we're coming up into next. Yes, We are just wrecking everything. This is so good. This is very satisfying. We got like these big boys up front. We got Mox and the Flesh Golem up front just doing damage. And our backline Elementalist is casting like this like crazy fire ability on them. Very satisfying. Okay, so this area doesn't even look too big if the wilds is right here. Unless it's like, that is the direction of the wilds. And there's like another zone that we gotta get through. Okay. And we'll life siphon. I recently learned that you can apply life siphon to as many characters as you can, as long as it's like recharged. And if they're alive, you actually get the +2 health regeneration each. Whoa, I just got a bunch of Saidra and a bunch of chosen villagers. Why? Where are they? Where's Saidra? She's actually in view apparently right now. What? I'm confused. Oh, they're over there. Oh, they're running away. She has kidnapped them, and she's running away. Do I want to follow them? Apparently, see witness Giselle for your reward. The wilds is a long one. Even longer if you're going for a bonus. Oh yeah, I remember. It's the one where the bonus is like there's a bunch of. Wait, is it? Is it the one with the centaurs that you gotta like wait until they finish talking? And then you gotta carry this like thing like throughout the entire like map of that mission, the mission map, and it takes forever. This is the wilds, so this is the next mission, right? Guess we can just complete the quest then. I thought it was gonna be a lot of walking, but this was actually pretty quick. Witness Giselle. What are you witnessing? There's a whole lot of jungle, it looks like. I am here on the authority of Professor Dorian himself. Stay a moment and hear what I have to say. While Justicar Thomas's rage towards the heretic who slew his brother is understandable, we cannot afford to send scores of knights on a frontal assault into an unmapped jungle, all the while allowing the undead to march unchecked across Krytan countryside. I will bear the burden of informing the Justicar that his forces are required for the defense of Kryta. As for tracking these rebels into the wilds, I leave this matter in your hands. Numbers will not be on your side, but the unseen ones will watch over you. Okay. Oh, we just get a bunch of items from her. Does she say anything else? Why are you still here? Shouldn't you be tracking down the Shining Blade? Do you have something you need to discuss? What's all the commotion about? Justicar Terran and Rhinon have been murdered. They were leading the Chosen to the Temple of the Unseen when they were attacked. The White Mantle guards were all killed, and the Chosen were taken as hostage into the Maguuma jungle. Terran and Rhinon are dead? Murdered in cold blood, their caravan was attacked as they passed out of Loamhurst. Laumhurst? Both men bravely gave up their lives defending the Chosen. They gave up their lives defending the Chosen, but then the Chosen were not actually saved. They were taken. It pains me to think of what the survivors must be going through right now, to watch their White Mantle protectors killed, then to be taken captive. Those poor souls, what should have been the greater days of their lives has been transformed into a living nightmare. And as we know, well, actually we don't know, but the White Mantle has nefarious plans for the Chosen. I guess I'll hint at that. I don't know why this window is so weird. Yeah, that's like another thing. Like if ArenaNet just like put a small team to Guild Wars 1 and touch up a lot of these little janky things, I think it will make this game like. Maybe they can even add more stuff to this game too. I think it's like pretty popular, or at least popular enough that maybe they can make something out of it. All right, so this is the next mission, but let's do some of these other side quests at the moment and see, just kind of get a taste of the jungle a little bit more, I think, of how big it is and how dangerous it is. Or we can just go around killing everything with our level 20 heroes and see how fun that is. Let's kind of get rid of some stuff in our inventory. Get rid of that. I think it is starting to be worth it to identify everything now. Yeah, like that for sure was worth it. Ooh, armor penetration plus 20 and enchantment lasts 19% longer. But I don't use hammers all that often, so salvaging that out of there would still probably be not too. Would like to trade with me. View. What's happening? Whoa, green rock candy. I will give you this. Some offer. Is that you in chat? Came here to give me something? I just got a bunch of things from this person. I always called this orange, but I guess I never really was part of like the community of this game, and a lot of like the terminology and stuff. I only have my own like head canon. I don't know what you call it, like my own way of saying. So I've always called this orange because I feel like this kind of text is the yellow, whereas this is more like golden orange. I think orange is in Guild Wars 2 is like kind of the higher tier as well. You're not online at the moment. That's okay. No, I kind of want to like play. I want to play with my like mercenary because you know you have to pay money for these mercenary things, and I feel like it'll be worth it since I've paid for a microtransaction for once in my life. That I can use some of this stuff in like a live stream, and I get to like kind of show off this kind of stuff because I never really got to take advantage of this kind of stuff in the past. I got this during the anniversary. A lot of this stuff was on like really deep discounts, so it's just like a couple bucks, and I got a bunch of stuff out of it. You just called them golds? Oh, okay. So I guess everyone kind of has their own terminologies for things. But yeah, I'll just put this aside. I don't know what exactly they are, but sure. In green rock candies, Cottontail tonic. Transforms. Double click to transform yourself into a rabbit. This item can only be used in. I have 5 of them. Oh. Okay. I didn't even know they had these kinds of things in game. Cool. Anyway. Alright, let's do an eye for profit. See how this goes. This way. Do I go out this way? Sage Lands? Yes. Do I stay? I probably don't stay as a rabbit when I go out. If I understand this game. Yeah, I don't stay as a rabbit. Dang it. I remember if you were drunk, though, if you changed maps, you still stay drunk, I think. Or at least the visual of being drunk is still a thing. Alright, let's see this. Alright, there goes the double dragon. Is that what it's called? Yeah, double dragon. And it's just like, he just walks at people and they die. That's so fun. Where do they want me to go? Oh! There's like more on this side of this thing. Okay. The green candy's a pecan or party consumable. Offers a buff in the map, like cupcakes. Oh, okay. So I can't use this now? Oh, I can. You move and attack 15% faster and your skills activate. The activation times are reduced by 15. Hey, that's fun. Maybe I'll put these up here then. Quest item. I forgot to finish selling my stuff. A little bit kind of overwhelming, I guess. Trying to keep track of everything while also trying to stream. Okay. Can I make a dude? I think I should have applied this first and then spawned the dude. Because I think it doesn't retroactively apply. So if I do this now, his level's not going to go up. Yes, yeah. I think if I had this up, he would be level 18 right now, I believe. Let's go this way. Let's go up this way and into here. And like try and reveal more of the map. And then we can kind of take a look at the sights and stuff as we do it. Whoa, there was a tree there that kind of appeared and disappeared. What's going on? Oh, I know about the Sweet Tooth and Drunkard title. Actually, let's see what I'm at right now. 21 points and 15 points. I guess that green candy just gave me a point there. So yeah, if I do this, then do this, this guy will die. Level 19. Ooh. I kind of wish he was bigger. Like, he's supposed to be a golem, right? Like, bigger than Mox. Then that'll be very scary. Ooh, people are spawning. The flesh golem is like doing like 100 damage to these guys. I kind of really like how this game, like, the numbers and stuff isn't like super crazy big. Like 100 damage to me is like a lot of damage. And I kind of like that. Not like a few, like in Genshin Impact's like 10,000 damage. And it's like, oh, that's too much to think about. But I guess people like chasing the big numbers. It just feels so much more concise when the numbers are smaller. Ooh, there's like bamboo and stuff in this jungle. Oh, we're getting interrupted. Allies hitting these foes gain 15. So I wonder if a minion is considered an ally then. Okay, hit him. Oh yeah, I think he is getting I think the flesh golem is getting heals from this hex. Unless that was like over a character that he was standing over. Someone else was getting the healing. Yeah, I think specific words mean specific things, like allies, party members, they all mean specific things. So I wonder if a minion is counted as an ally. From what I understand, if like NPCs appear in your party menu, they're considered allies, I believe. I'm just not sure if minions are also considered allies. Oh. $80 damage is a lot of damage in Guild Wars. Yeah, it is. When you get to like higher like level areas, like in the Eye of the North and stuff, even with your best builds, and especially in hard mode, even with your best builds, you're like doing like 20-30 damage with your regular attacks. And that's like considered pretty decent. 20-30 damage. Gale Storm Sand. You like running SOS Writ? 20 to 19 damage a hit, but a lot of them. That's the Spirit of Signet of Spirits, right? I have a Signet of Spirit Writ hero, or mercenary hero, but I'm not using her at the moment. I kind of went with my E-Surge Mesmer instead. I also really like SOS that skill, because you don't have to be a ritualist to actually use it. You can be a necromancer. Like if I want to secondary ritualist, I can potentially run that as well, but then I get the added benefit of like whenever things die, I get energy back instead of like having to rely on that one skill that Signo, or I guess ritualists have, where they can suck energy out of their spirits that they spawn. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when I say exploring Maguuma is kind of like hard, because we're at a lower level now. This area here, this orange area, seems like it's like a higher area. I thought I can just like come here and then eventually it'll lead me back into this direction and then I'll get there. But apparently we're really low now, so we might have to like make our way all the way around, and maybe there's a ramp back up somewhere here. But yeah, at least we can take a look at what's going on. Like a waterfall here. Why does that tree like come in and out of view every once in a while? I wonder what the significance of that tree is. So right now I'm not really actually playing because my heroes are so strong, they're actually just killing everything. I'm just like walking into an area and firing off a few skills, but I'm not really having to worry about my health or anything. I feel so rigged. I'm having a power fantasy right now. I just walk in the area and everything dies. Since the new mob drops, in your opinion, Writs are now the best minion masters, hands down off their spawning power. Oh yeah, spawning power makes like everything they create stronger, right? With more health and stuff. Does that also apply to Necromancer like minions as well? I thought it was specifically for their ritualist spirits. Yeah, Necromancer was the one class that I have like no experience with. That's why I decided to play a Necromancer for this series of like live streams, so I can kind of like learn about this as well. So a lot of like Necromancer stuff, I'm just like learning like what there's actually a window for your minions, and some of this like health sacrificing and stuff is pretty interesting, I guess. And I guess I knew that soul reaping gives you energy back because I had hero necromancers that I dealt with, that I played with, so I have like a kind of like a base foundational knowledge. But yeah, you have to check. This came back after 12 years break. Oh yeah, I think I came back after like many years as well. I guess I kind of logged in here and there in the last like few years also, just to like look at the birthday presents and see what's going on in the game, but I'd never really got into this game like I did this time around. Like I always kept it installed essentially, but I never really like like turned it on or launched it. It's just one of those nostalgic games that I have that I just can't seem to convince myself of uninstalling, even though I don't really play it as much before. You're pretty sure a bunch of the Asura summons are affected by spawning power. Okay, Asura summons? Is that like the Eye of the North like PvE skills you're talking about? Do I have any? No, I don't have any Eye of the North skills here. You're in the final grind to Gods Walking Among Mere Mortal. Just got a few titles to go. Oh man, I don't even like. I'm like, that Gods Walking Among Mere Mortal is such a feat. I don't even know if I want to like even think about starting to get that. I remember when Guild Wars 2, if you have the Gods Walking Amongst Mere Mortals like title, you're you get like some special stuff unlocked in your Guild Wars 2 account. And at that time I was like still pretty into, like, I think that was like 2012 or 2013 or something. I was still pretty into this game, and Guild Wars 2 just came out, and I was like, maybe I should try that. And I looked at what I needed to do, and I think there was a website that like kind of tracks your progress. I think it was an official website too that was made by like ArenaNet. And I was looking at it, and it's like, oh, you can unlock all these little things, and then if you want more, you gotta get more titles, put more minis onto your something of monuments, your either north like monuments or whatever, and get more. I did try to increase it by getting more armor, more elite armor, and after a while, I just kind of gave up. It was just too much. Especially since at the time, I think a lot of it was like PvP focused stuff, and I was like, I'm never gonna play PvP. I suck at this game so much compared to like people who actually PvP, and I just didn't have the what would you call it, like the motivation to actually learn to PvP in this game. Oh wow! So this literally is a path that leads to another zone. There is no looping back. That is kind of funny. Majesty's Rest. I wonder if this is a outpost or not. Let's go into here. Hey, you know about the calculator? You went nuts on it. You quit Guild Wars 2 like 5-6 years ago. Got really burnt out. Yeah, I quit Guild Wars 2 when End of Dragons came out. Like, I played the story until I finished the End of Dragon story, but I don't know, I felt like the game was going in like a really kind of like repetitive direction. Like it was always the same stuff over and over and over again. And at the time also Genshin Impact came out, and that was like the new hotness for me at the time, so I got really into Genshin Impact. And now I'm at that point for Genshin Impact where I'm like, oh, this game is just more or less the same. I'm still playing Genshin Impact here and there because I do still want to make like the wishing gacha pull videos and stuff. I still feel like that's kind of worth it. But yeah, I don't know if I want to get back into Guild Wars 2 at any point. Okay, so this is another zone here, so I don't think I want to go too off the beaten path here. Actually, now come to think of it, End of Dragons came out like 5 to 6 years ago, right? So maybe I kind of quit the same time you quit. Yeah, the dragon, like the End of Dragons, where like, what was her name, Su Wan, was like, oh, I am a benevolent mother, and we were supposed to feel sorry for her. It kind of ruined the whole like dragon story for me, because in this game, the dragons was like introduced as like this like a natural force, like it's just like a thing that the civilizations had to contend with every cycle, and it's not like anything. It doesn't have like emotions. It doesn't have personality. It's just like this thing that's gonna happen. This looming threat. This like sword of Damocles, just is hanging over civilization, and then people have to like figure out how to like beat it. And then they went in a direction where all the dragons were like, this dragon is very conniving. That dragon is that's really stupid and just wants to eat everything. That dragon is a mother, and she's like very empathetic and stuff like that. That kind of like ruined the whole dragon story for me. You stopped a little bit before that. During the Char Homeland story, Path of Fire was your last expect. I really liked Path of Fire. Path of Fire was like kind of the peak Guild Wars 2 for me, especially when they had like all the living story that came out after it. I felt like that was just like the best Guild Wars 2 had to offer, and it kind of like started tapering and going downhill from there for me. But yeah, Path of Fire was really weird, or not Path of Fire, the the Ice Brood Saga, I think, was what came out. I actually tried to start this channel, this YouTube channel, trying to play Ice Brood Saga, but there was a lot of like time between updates and stuff because it was just like the beginning of COVID and everyone was getting used to that, so it affected all like development times and stuff. So it was like weird, and they didn't have like voice acting at the time. They just kind of pushed out the update just to placate the players and have something out there for people. So it was a little bit weird. And on top of that, the Ice Brood Saga about Jormag, I thought it was gonna be a lot more Norn heavy, since in Eye of the North, like Jormag was all about Norn. Even in Guild Wars 2 was like, it was always the Norn fighting Jormag. And I thought it was so weird that they put the Char up front, because the Char is like east of that area, right? East of the Shiver Peaks. Like, the Norn is all, or yeah, the Norn is all up here. The Char is over here, right? Were they saying? I guess Grothmar Valley was one of the first updates for that Ice Brood Saga. So I guess they kind of just updated this entire area. Maybe that's why the Char was involved. Maybe it makes a bit more sense now that I think about it. But I don't know. At the time, I was just like, Jormag is the Norn. Why are we not getting to like more Norn stuff? Or I guess they introduced the Coden and everything up here as well. So I don't know. I felt that was a little bit weird that front and center was the like the Char was more front and center than the Norn at that point. Even though they did sprinkle a little bit of everything, including Lilac Eye is a quest item? I wonder what that's for. Oh, that's Eye for Profit. I'll find Graham in the Sage Land. Got one of these. So that's over there. Curious message. The Wisdom of the Druids, like right here, apparently. Travel through the Sagelands and await the Druids at the base of the waterfall. Wait, I'm just supposed to wait here? Is that what they want? Hello? Or did I kill the Wisdom by accident? Was I not supposed to kill everything here? Oh, there's a Maguuma spider coming. Are you the Wisdom? Are you the Wisdom of the jungle? Or the Wisdom of the Druids? Guild Wars 2 bit off way more than they could chew if they were being honest with the scope of what they were going for. Yeah, I can see that. They were going for like a Primordus Jormag. And Primordus was like mostly the Asurans in Isle of the North, right, of this game. Mostly it was the Asurans and the Dwarves having to deal with Primordus like taking over their home because Primordus is underground. And yeah, it just felt so weird that it was a Char focused not expansion. I guess they called it mini expansions at the time. They wanted to call it Saga. They wanted to move away from Living World. I'm not sure what they want me to do here. Is there something I need to interact with? Hello? Can I walk underneath here? There's a creepy spider web. Yeah, I felt like it was such a weird thing in Ice Brood Saga where they essentially killed two dragons in one like story. Especially Primordus too. If they did it with Zaitan and someone, which is just like two like littler story. Like Primordus has been set up since this game, right? And it was just like, yep, he got cancelled out by the other dragon. Okay, we're done. Move on to the next one. And the dragons, you like Cantha, right? You guys have been asking for Cantha for many years, right? That's kind of kind of what I felt like. Okay. Am I just supposed to keep fighting like spiders that keep spawning until... Oh, there they are. I guess that was a part of the thing. Spiders coming to fight. We are nothing. We are one, says this spirit of the druid. All that exists is all that must be. To be is a disguise. To act is an illusion. These guys are edgelords. All that exists is all that must be. Are they singing right now? Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're trying to go for right now? Is that they're singing? We are renewed by these waters. We are unchanged by these waters. All that exists is all that must be. And then my heroes start interrupting them because they have no respect. Time moves neither forward or back. Time is lens of perception. All that exists is all that must be. Spirits behold truth that the eye cannot see. So are they talking about the unseen ones, or is that something else all entirely? I guess the idea is for the White Mantle, like, the unseen ones are just everywhere. It's just that we can't see them. There could be an unseen one behind me right now and just, like, creeping on me, and we wouldn't even know. Oh, this guy. It is not often that we allow mortals to witness our rituals, but we see in you the seed of the divine. To the divine is to realize that we are all one, that the self is an illusion. Through this, do you understand your own immortality? Through this, are you freed from the illusions of the flesh? Do not rush your understanding of these mysteries. Allow them to take root and mature gradually within you as the seedling in the soil. Yay! Is that done? That's done! Find Graham in the Sage Land. Return the lilac eye to the trader. Say I... Do I have 2 lilac eyes then? Wait. Didn't I have, Oh, there it is. What is this? I have 2 quest items here. Time Me is pretty much the reason you think you really stopped. Oh, really? You didn't like that character? I really liked, like, Time Me's friends. Goric and the robot guy that I guess he dies in. Path of Fire? No. In one of the updates, in one of the Living World updates. Like, those 2 are, like, my favorite characters. Goric and, Blish, I think. They really quickly became my favorite characters of the thing. And Timey is just kind of, like, with them. Timey, I can understand what they were going for there, because I think a lot of the community probably would like a cute character. She's like in anime trope terms, she's like the lovely item of the team, right? Like the lovely item to Bram. Let's do Eye for Profit, which I guess I just go here. And yeah, Timey is a bit weird. She has like this weird sickness, I guess, that is touched on every once in a while, but really doesn't affect the story all that much. But they keep bringing it up, thinking like it's gonna be. It begs you to think that it's gonna be significant, but it doesn't really end up being anything. At least I still don't know if they touched on it. I haven't played it since End of Dragon, so I don't know if some of the new updates. Actually, the new expansions and stuff removes a lot of the original cast of characters in favor of new people, isn't it? I'm only like vaguely following like Guild Wars 2 news, but I feel like in the new expansion, the Eye of Janthir or whatever, is actually, I guess, back to this area. But I feel like I remember like there's a whole new cast of character. You're not even the commander anymore or something like that. Dark Bond. Transfer 75%. No, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't really need to heal him either. Every time he dies, I'll just respawn him through his dead body. And right now, I don't even need him all that much. My guys are like doing a Perfect job. Mysterious message. Drop the mysterious message into a hollow log. They want me to go to Mamnoon. I guess I can go here. It's not that cute, small, sick aspect. It's just she solves all the problems and... Oh yeah, I think that's a lot of criticism they put on Timey. She's kind of like the... Not the Mary Sue, the... Deus Ex Machina character, right? She just comes in and solves everything. You like, oh, Primordus is stirring. Oh, I don't know what to do. Timey just throws a thing at him and he goes back to sleep. She creates a MacGuffin and it laser beams Primordus's face and Primordus goes back to sleep. Which I think a lot of people think like that kind of problem solving is like really cheap. Like that kind of writing. So I go out. I still go back into the Sagelands for this one. But it looks like they want me to go into this area. Let's do this one too. Yeah, Timey. Timey became kind of like the poster child of Guild Wars 2, I feel like. So that's why they kind of have to put her put her up front. Because I can't really... I don't know. I feel like they should have... Ritlock should have been like the person they like pushed up front. Because he's so cool. There's so much like history with Ritlock. And like the whole like Sahathan thing. Did they ever go back into that story? That kind of just... I felt like that kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. That storyline with Magdir and Sahathan. And he just... meets Balthazar, and Balthazar, like somehow Balthazar is able to reignite, or it reignites Balthazar's powers somehow, which is pretty cool. Charming. You don't like Ritlock either? I thought Ritlock was so cool, but they kind of like made him less cool as the updates went by. They made him like more human, like he thinks about his allies and stuff and how they feel, which like the Char in this game are so relentless. Like when we're in Ascalon, they're like so scary. They're like predators. They're like it's like literally like the Predator from like Alien versus Predator, I guess. I don't know if that's a good reference, but they're so scared. They're set up to be like this group of intelligent like people that essentially fought us off of our land, right? Which, as we know, it used to be Char land, and they're just taking it back. And the way that this game sets up the Char is like they're always like so much more powerful than you, like in pre-searing Ascalon. And even when you get to this part of Ascalon and you're fighting a lot of the Char, a lot of the times the way it's designed here is that they are higher level than you. They are more numerous than you too, because you only have like a party of 4 when you're here. So it's really, really scary to go up against like a squad of Char. And that kind of like sinks in narratively too, right? Like, oh, this Char is so scary. They can wipe you out if you're not too careful. They're always patrolling. They're unrelenting. Like all their stories. Love the dungeons. No, you love Ritlock. You have the collector's edition statue. Oh, really? Cool. I guess I'm not that big of a nerd to have a collector's edition for Guild Wars. I guess that's probably worth like quite a bit now. I guess it depends on the community or whoever wants to buy something like that. But that's pretty cool. I also really, to be honest, I think a lot of people criticize the Sylvari too, because they seem like ArenaNet kind of babied that race. They always seem to get all the cool stuff. But I really like the Sylvari. I thought like the Sylvari was such a fresh take on like a fantasy race. Like plant people. I don't really have a lot of experience with a lot of like these fantasy games. Like Guild Wars was mainly it before Genshin Impact came along. And the other reference I have like is Lord of the Rings, and I don't think there was like Ents, but there weren't like tree people, right, or plant people. And I always thought the Sylvari was like so cool. And then when Living World Season 2 came along, and it turns out that the Sylvari were dragon minion that kind of like, they're like sleeper agents, but some of them are like strong enough, intelligent enough, or have strong enough of a will to like kind of break their own connection with Mordramoth. I always thought they were super cool, but I do agree with like the community that they kind of got too much time in the spotlight. I feel like. I think people didn't like Canuck too, or not Canuck. People loved Canuck. The other one, the leader of the, I don't remember his name. Traherne? People didn't like Traherne because he's kind of like the Cormyr of vanilla Guild Wars too. He kind of just does nothing, it seems like, and he gets all the credit. Is that the tree we were looking at earlier? Oh yeah, also the Sylvari is like really big in this area as well, right? Like 200 years later or something like that. You don't think you ever played a salad? Yes, Traherne. Yeah, I really liked Sylvari. It just felt like if you didn't want to play like a generic human, and you didn't really want to play a tiny Asura or a giant like Norn, you kind of want a little bit of a spin-off to like a human character. I felt like Sylvari was a really good good kind of change to like a human kind of a character. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so that was in the Sagelands just now, and now I'm Mamnoon Lagoon, which is visually is more or less the same so far. So from what I understand, was Ventari from this place? Because from what I understand, Ventari was like a quest in like in Ilona, right down south. So did they bring like that Ventari's tablet or something up into this area or something? Because I think that when you start a new character in Guild Wars 2, you start here as a Sylvari. Uh-oh, we're actually getting wrecked. Oh no, we're holding it. We're holding it. He's mesmerized. Should I do this? Give the healer a bit more energy. He's a bit to your south. You will meet him soon if you do the mission. Wait, who am I meeting? Traherne? Am I meeting Traherne? Or are you talking about the quest here? Drop the mysterious message in the hollow log. Oh, there it is. Alright, is that hit? Let Alari Doubleblade know that the message has been delivered. Okay. Let's finish these guys off. Okay, that's a big set of Wind Riders there. Let's make a big boy. Oh, they interrupted me. That's not good. Oh, they interrupted me again. That's not good. Everyone stand in here. Let's give her... Okay, I didn't know that this is a touch spell. Unless... Wait. Why did I walk up to the character? So if I... Blood ritual. Yeah, I have to walk up to the person. Okay, I didn't know this was a touch spell. I thought it was just like a regular ass spell. This entire time, I thought it was a regular spell. Oh, Ventari. Ventari is in this game as well? Or, I mean, in this Prophecy, in this campaign? I just remember playing through, like, Nightfall, and he was, like... It was, like, Ventari's followers or something in one of the areas. Okay. I'm interested. I already am, like, interested in how this place connects to a lot of my Guild Wars 2 knowledge, and now that Ventari is, like, a part of it, too, I'm even more interested. Anyways, I'm just sticking around. Wait, why is it telling me to go to Silverwood? Sure, why not? Let's complete this quest. And then once we complete this, we can do the wilds. Life pod. Big white centaur. A pacifist. Ventari was a pacifist, right? There's a bunch of dudes here. This person's an artisan. Let's get rid of that. Improve sales value, nice! I think these were all things that I had identified before, I just forgot to sell. First icon, that's a material. Sale. Ancient Eye. Yeah, that should be good. Clear out my inventory. What does this person want? Oh, I just sold one of those, but I guess I don't really need any of this since all my characters are like super strong compared to this area. Oof. Do I have to go this way? Can you imagine if I had to like go all the way back here, and then get there because there's like a giant lake or something? Okay, nice. There is a path through here, it looks like. It's so weird seeing mocks in this like area. In this part of the story. Ooh, life pods. So that's meteor shower. One of the cool things, like, it would be cool if they made it so that you can have like 2 elite skills in some places. I mean, that will make like building, that'll open up like such a crazy, maybe like a can of worms, maybe. Maybe it's not good, but if you can like double up elite skills, that would be so cool. Can you imagine having animate flesh golem and aura of the lich? At this point, since this game is so old, I feel like giving the players the ability to just be rigged would probably be okay. Especially for PvE content. Silverwood. Does this place become the Silver Wastes in Guild Wars 2? It becomes like a big desert. Yeah, that's not the way to go. Let Alari. Ooh, Maguuma warriors. Oh, they actually look really cool. They have a lot of detail to them. Tikism. Animate flesh golem. Animate fleshy bro. Maguuma protectors. Watchful spirit. Okay. I wonder what I'm gonna find at the end of this. Spirit of symbiosis. Okay. Uma Hunter. I haven't really had any energy problems to have to use this. I can't heal you, fleshy bro. I guess I can give Blood Bond to whoever he's attacking. Maybe that would help heal him. I think what this thing does is it targets the closest dead body to... Like, it prioritizes the closest dead body. So if you want to specifically try and be strategic about it, you have to, like, kind of place yourself strategically. Windwider. These are mesmers, right? Nature Phantasm. Shatter Enchantment. The 2 ringing donuts. Very nice. I know the Jahai buffs if you are an Ellie and you bring Elemental Attunement and a Signet of Capture. Kill a boss, you can run around with 20 seconds in each element, making you the avatar for a bit. Hey, that's really cool. Oh, but that's like so temporary, and once you leave that zone, you don't get to do that anymore, right? Tapping Master of Magic. I remember having, what was it? Soldier's Fury and Focused Anger at the same time for my Paragon, and that was really fun for a little bit. You can fire off, save yourself like so fast. Arrow gave the message to you to deliver. I'd kill that cowardly son of a scale if he wasn't so useful. I know it might look bad that I'm speaking to the White Mantle, but I have been blackmailing Arrow for information on their troop movements. Tell nobody about this arrangement. If it gets back to the wrong people, our information will literally be cut off at the source. Well of Suffering, Storm Chasers. Well of Suffering. Foes in the area have -4. So that's like the literally opposite of this one. It lasts a little bit longer though. Equip later. It might actually be better for me to have that one instead of this one, since I think a lot of the time... Actually, no, I guess it depends on... It really depends on how that... Does that one prioritize, like, dead bodies the furthest away from you, and this one prioritizes bodies that are the closest to you? If it's, like, the literally opposite, where, well, if Suffering targets the furthest body, maybe it'll be good. Or I guess maybe it'll help DPS people trying to focus your back line if it still targets the closest one. Alright, well, this person has a quest. I have learned recently that the white... So this person's a Shining Blade, right? That's weird that we're having Shining Blade quests. Because I know how the story goes. Like, we do ally with the Shining Blade, and it turns out the White Mantle are all bad people. But at this point, I feel like, shouldn't we be, like, really suspicious of these people? Why are we, like, so friendly with them? I guess we're just mercenaries for hire at this point. We kind of got invited into to becoming a member of the White Mantle kind of against our will. We're just like, yeah, sure, whatever. we get health benefits,
May
right?
the gods protect you.
I have learned recently that a White Mantle patrol entered the forest and has become lost. They were last spotted somewhere in the Silverwood. Report to Garen Quickblade in Curl Falls and let him know that there are White Mantle in the woods. What are you waiting for? Rend Enchantment. He gives us Rend Enchantment. Okay, we won't do that yet. Price of Steel. Oh, it keeps taking you further in. Yeah, I might just do this quest like on my own time, maybe, because I feel like we got a good taste of this area. Lots of like twists and turns, going up and down ramps and stuff. Having to go around a lot. And yeah, let's do the wilds now. Get rid of that. How's my inventory? Fine. We'll just sell all that. Sure, She-Whore. Hi, my name is She-Whore. I'm a merchant. For that. Excellent, excellent. So this helps. I don't know, I feel like maybe if I spawn this, I can stand in it, but I don't really know if it's worth just like interrupting all my heroes to flag them into one of these. So maybe it might be smart for me to grab Well of Suffering instead and just spit it out all the time, just so it's always DPSing people. Trying to maximize the DPS that I can get. And I haven't really been using Blood Ritual, and especially since I learned that it's a touch spell, I don't really like it as much. Maybe I can just have both. Nah. I do have Mox, so maybe this one would actually be better. Mox and Heroic Ewok can benefit from this one. Alright, let's enter the mission. I am going to try to do the bonus, but if I fail the bonus, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to try and like restart the mission just to try and do it, because this is a very long mission, if I remember correctly. Chase the fleeing Shining Blade, rescue the Chosen, discover how the Shining Blade navigate the jungle. Alright. Okay, there he goes. I should do a little bit more. Ooh, 50. I did 50 damage through him? Is that what they're saying? I guess I got Masochism deleted, removed. Okay. I remember this one, once we go in, like, yeah, we get, like, separated. Spirit Siphon. We'll renew the Flesh Golem, make him level 19. Guess we just keep following these guys. Actually, I think it might be smart, however. Wild. So I have the I guess I can kind of show it real quick. I have the wiki up on a different window here that I'm just gonna reference just so I don't mess up. So I'm just gonna be referring to this every once in a while. Okay. Ooh, we got a gold. Nice. Yes, yes. Stand in my well, silly bug. So normally you're supposed to... Oh, they're dead. I think you're supposed to just follow them, but to do the bonus, you're supposed to go into this direction and then spy on some guys. Like, we go into this direction for a long time. I think we come all the way down here and all the way here. Alright, here's another one. Another one. Okay, some of the guys came through with me, which is nice. I don't think this stacks. Like, if there's two Well of Sufferings and they have like a Venn diagram overlap, I don't think if enemy is standing in where they overlap, it goes -8. I think it's just like there's a check if they're standing in the well. And if they're in the well, they just get the -4. Ooh. I'm really glad that I'm like killing these guys so quickly. Just so much trash mob they had to deal with. Ooh. Is that a little like network hitch there? Oh, wait, this thing casts really quickly, so very nice. I like the hang. I believe we just keep going this way. I think those are the two we spy on. I'm just gonna flag these guys here. Oh my... I hope my flesh golem doesn't go in. Maybe I should wait until he dies. I'm sorry, flesh golem. I don't want to risk losing the bonus because of you. He's like, no, please, master, don't let me die. Oh no, my monk is healing him. Maybe I can just trigger the dialogue. I'll go in there. I'm looking at you, flesh golem. Can you guys start talking now? I actually don't know what... Oh, he died. That's good. Alright. Long has it been since Rom the Broken Hoof and Horn Frost Rider met face to face. The leaders of the two strongest centaur tribes are on the verge of an agreement. So the rumors about the alliance against the humans are true? Indeed, the negotiations begin today. Good. It is about time that the centaurs took a united stand against the humans. Ugh. It is rumored that there are humans in the Maguuma right now. We would have need of a strong centaur such as yourself to help guard the meeting. I would be honored. What must I do? Take this vine seed. It will give you access to the meeting site. We are getting into position. Bonus, defeat the two centaur chieftains. I will guard Ramtha, Broken Hoof, and Horn Frost Rider with my life. Well, you said it. It's your life. Why are my characters not doing anything? Okay, there they go. I was kind of freaking out there for a little bit. Is there like some weird network issues? Hopefully that was just a little bit of a weird thing. Yeah, now I gotta carry this thing. It makes me walk slower too. I guess it's okay as a caster for me to carry this. But when I was playing this mission, the Zaishin mission for this, as my Paragon, I essentially got cut out of being able to get adrenaline, like, consistently. So I was just kind of like taken out of the fight. I would have dropped this item in order to start attacking and then pick it back up. And if you drop this item, it does like a weird animation. And then you have to wait for it to finish its animation before you can actually pick it back up. A little bit on the annoying side. Am I going the right way? I think I just need to go back to this point and then head that way. Yeah, if you go the wrong way, you can potentially have to like walk around like crazy, and then you come back here and then you can go this way. Which is very annoying. Not only are you walking around that area, you have to fight everything along the way too. So you can end up spending a lot of time in this mission if you went the wrong way. At least fall back and incoming is giving us a little speed boost. I believe this is the way. Get him. I tried to press space on that moss crab. Yes, come into this the ground of pain, of death. Alright. I hope I do okay against all these chieftains and centaurs. I think my mercenary heroes should be able to handle it. But they are like bosses. So they are like stronger than all the things that we're fighting right now. I forgot to make my flesh golem. Yeah, this one is still targeting the closest one, it looks like. Right? Because it should have targeted that one, it was the furthest one. Or targeted this one, it was the furthest. I don't know why I casted Order of the Pain there. Everything's already dead. Pick up all the loot. This is a boss. I should be casting Putrid Bile on these tiny guys, because they die fast. And yeah, this gets procced when things die. If I have an elite skill, most proc content isn't that bad. Yeah, that's true. So far, it's been kind of a cakewalk. I haven't really felt pressured to actually, like, try hard with my skills. I think my mercenary heroes are doing, like, 99% of the job. Yeah, so that tree I just walked above, if you went this way instead of walking back and coming here, it will essentially lead you under this tree. And you would have to walk all the way, I think this way, and back here to get back to here before you can come back here. And there's enemies all around the entire time. So it could be really frustrating when you get to here and you look up and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be up here, and you're like down there. You're like, oh, I gotta either walk all the way backwards or continue forward. Maybe there's like a shorter path if I continue forward. And then you gotta have to make a decision there. Ooh. So we got a little cutscene here. I believe they just show you a little game mechanic. Whoa. It's like a Naruto jutsu. Chase the fleeing shining blade. Rescue the chosen. Quickly, to the camps. The shining blade must be warned. Says random person. Yes, stand in her fire. Yes, stand in the well of suffering. Yes. I'm glad that, so they've added this thing, it seems like, to Elementalists. It's been so long since I played this game. I'm actually learning about this now. There's like a lot of overcast to a lot of abilities now, and they seem to have revamped Elementalists, how it plays. So I was trying to learn about that when I was building this, and it looks like Blair becomes stronger if the character has overcast. And I'm glad that heroes kind of like they don't spam. I guess this thing has such a high cooldown that they can't spam it. But I was like afraid like she'll just keep accumulating overcast until she has like no energy anymore. But apparently that's not the case. That's good. Maybe at this point I should give her another ability that gives overcast so that this layer is like always consistently stronger. I think I'm going the right way. I think it's like up here and you turn right. Ooh, geez, look at all those people. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. I don't want to spawn another one. That heals me. Life Siphon. Or Blood Bond him. He will. The Well of Suffering. Ah, I wanted to cast this on that guy before he died. I don't think like nearby is a big area, but I still think nearby is not that big. It might be like around here-ish. Life cycle. Well of suffering. Alright. I think we're doing okay. Especially with the golem bro. Attack! Jungle troll. Yes, Degen. Nice. Okay. If I remember correctly, there's going to be a lot of centaurs in this area. Man, the walking animation. How she like like sways her hips when she's holding this bundle. Incoming! Okay, so we are here. We essentially just have to kill everything here, right? This one. That one. Nice, 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 nice. We have height advantage. This golem is not dying. Our monk apparently is like just keeping him topped up really well. Okay, there's two bosses there. We'll try to take out some of these like trash mobs first. Oh yeah, Flesh Golem is starting to take it. I don't know why I hit that twice. I need some healing. Okay. So far so good. So far so good. Oh, Bawa Torncalf, Mala Arrowmane. Maguuma Avenger. You have no name, you loser. These guys have names. They're cool. Isn't there two red guys? Where's the other red guy? Shall we try pulling them? Flesh Golem, go in. Oh, here they come. Uh-oh. Run away! Okay, Flesh Golem dead. Hopefully we're doing okay. I am taking a beating. Okay, stand in the fire. That might pressure this guy off us. I apparently have aggro on this guy. Okay. Our healers are doing a good job. Where did the other guy go? Wasn't... Is this a red guy? No, this is a green guy. He's a ranger boss. Don't interrupt me. I think a lot of rangers usually have like distracting shot or savage shot. So a lot of times they can interrupt you. I was not in line of sight of him, so he kind of couldn't hit me anymore. Are they? No, they're not it. Wasn't there two red? Is that the other red guy? Oh, there's two red guys here. Yes. Let's focus on this guy. doing okay? Yeah, red is elementalist, right? So they're both elementalists? Nice. Woo! Sometimes I feel like the bonuses, they're trying to tell like a completely different story and it doesn't really fit with the mission right now. We're supposed to be like rushing to save the Chosen from the Shining Blade. We're like so far behind and we got to figure out how to navigate the jungle and everything. And every minute we waste, we're that much further away from the Shining Blade because the Shining Blade knows the jungle and they can traverse through it like really quickly. And then we're doing this like bonus where we're like, yeah, we're just gonna go mess around in this other area here with some centaurs, whatever. We're that confident in ourselves. But I guess maybe the way this was designed at first by the devs was that the bonus was not really part of the story. You're supposed to come back afterwards or something. You would do it the normal way the first time, and it was incentive for you to come back later to get the bonus. But then for those who really want the challenge, they can try and do both at the same time. I feel like they moved away from this, right? In factions, it's just a time limit. The faster you beat the mission, the more of the swords you get, I guess. Since this is the bonus sword, right? In factions, it's just the time limit, except for the Alkavile Forest. The Arborstone, I think, Arborstone quest is the only one that had an actual objective. And in Nightfall, they actually tied the main objective, I think, most of the time. Or the bonus objective to something related to the main objective. Nope, that just does that one. I summed it up perfectly. Yeah, I think that's what they were going for. It just doesn't really come across all that much. You kind of have to think about it. If you just don't really... You just kind of take it at face value. It just feels awkward. Like, oh, I'm here killing centaurs for some reason. And when I'm supposed to be chasing down this person. Yes, I believe this is the right way to go. Right? Yes. I believe this is the right way to go. I think what we saw in the cutscene was, what's her name, that Shining Blade lady interact with this thing, and then drop the seed here. So, I guess, yeah, that kind of, like, supports my point a little more. You're not supposed to know that the vine seed would spawn bridges, so you would not have known to do this thing here to get to the bonus, right, until you do it here. That's what kind of introduces it. Yes, dead body. Nice. I wonder if they put this here to tell you that this is the right way to go, or did they put that there to tell you that's not the right way to go? Or am I just reading it and reading into that kind of stuff a little too hard? I think this is the right way. I want to go this way or go this way. I think it is this way, right? Oh no, now I'm walking under a bridge. Let me just check the other map real quick. Okay, it looks like we do go this way. Nightfall is your favorite back before YouTube guides and wiki was a thing. 20 years is crazy. Oh yeah. Very nostalgic. I think Nightfall is my favorite as well. Actually, no, I really, really like what they did in Eye of the North. They introduced a lot of really cool stuff in Eye of the North. But I guess Eye of the North is an expansion, and Nightfall Faction Prophecies are standalone products. Yeah, Nightfall adding heroes was such a cool thing that you can like customize and build yourself. I really like that, how they thought of that. Especially when you've been like relying on henchmen all this time, and then you get access to heroes, and you're like, what? That like build that I built for my character, I can put onto a hero? That was such a cool moment. Eye of the North doesn't count. So this one has these two things. So is that where I'm supposed to go? Let me just check the other map real quick, the wiki map. No, I think we go this way. Yeah, we go this way. So I was reading into that a little too much, the little things that was put on the ground. Forgot about that. That kind of startled me a little bit. Okay. That looks great. Nice. There's like a mod for this game. I think it's called like Guild Wars Toolkit or something. And it offers you a lot of like quality of life kind of like features and stuff, and one of them is like a DPS meter. I wonder who has like the coolest DPS, the highest DPS right now. I think it probably is either, I think my Mesmer is probably inching out my Elementalist for that. It's what I would suspect. But I think maybe he would be doing a lot of DPS too, Mox. But at the same time, I think mostly his damage is kind of like her damage, right? It's because of this double dragon elite skill that's really letting him just like shred everyone. And I think that counts as her DPS since it's her skill. I think I'm going the right way here. Oh, it's the Mesmer. You think it's a Mesmer too, having the highest DPS? There's just like, I don't know, maybe it's like a balancing thing, but Mesmers just seem to ignore armor, like all their skills. E-Surge. OP needs nerf. No, don't nerf it. I'm having so much fun with Energy Surge. I think we are going the right way. I think we would be fighting a lot of spiders really soon here. Oh, there's a boss here. Grook Plug-a-Lug. Oh, Grook Plug-a-Lug has aggro on me. Yes. Come into this well, Grook. Come out and play. Yeah, got him. Mesmer's got that unblockable DPS. Yeah. So good. And it's also spells too, so there's no like projectile involved either, so they can cast it through walls. So no need of line of sight, just needs to be in range. And they have like the highest range, or I guess casters in general has like really big range. Whereas like rangers need a specific kind of bow to get that kind of range. the fire in the water. If this was Divinity Original Sin, there'll be a lot of steam coming up with that fire in the water. And then we'll all be like, our vision will all be obscured. ArenaNet never added any kind of armor against Chaos and Dark. That's why Mesmers and Discord Necros everywhere. I guess, yeah, Necros use a lot of Dark element. Well, I don't even know if it's called an element. I guess just attack type or damage type. And yeah, Chaos is... I wonder if they were thinking of something. They're trying to, like... Maybe they would be, like, against each other or something. Is there anything for Holy as well? Or is Holy also, like, in the same realm? And from what you've read, Writs just kind of took over for monks. Just better healers. Yeah, I feel like Writs are just, like, straight up better healers. Monks, like, they don't have a lot of access to energy skills, like to like mitigate energy or manage energy with Kindle Run. So monks quickly like become not the best healers, but at the same time a lot of like farming builds are for monks. I remember, if I remember correctly, they have some like weird mechanics to some of their abilities that makes them like really good for farms. I think a lot of their farming builds gets like nerfed quite a bit, if I remember correctly. Another thing that I didn't like about monks when I was playing around, so every character, or I guess when factions came out, all the professions got access to Kurzik and Luxon skills, and all the other professions skills is like actually good one way or another. Like the one that I'm using for my, I guess a Paragon, but it's a warrior Kurzik skill, is Save Yourself, and that become like the meta skill like really quickly, because it gives your entire team except for yourself like 100 armor. But like the Kurzik Luxon skills for monks is like so stupid. I think it makes it so that you gain, or something costs like 3 less energy or something like that. I'm like, oh, what? But it costs like 10 energy to use it, so it's like, oh, wait, maybe I'm thinking of something different. Let me just quickly look it up, just so I'm not like talking on my ass. Monk skills. And show the browser I'm looking at. Ooh, there's no CSS, responsive CSS here. Kurzik. Find. Luxon. Wait, what? Wait, what? Energy, activation time, no attribute. Core, prophecy, factions? I don't remember what it was called. Selfless Spirit. Spells you cast on other allies cost 3 less energy. Oh, I guess it only costs 5. But like, it's not something you can maintain like at whatever this is. I guess I can go into it. So you have to have like a really high rank for it to actually last very long. And I guess you can farm that out. But like 20 seconds at a 45-second recharge, it costs 5 energy to make things cost 3 less, but only specifically on spells you cast onto your allies. It's like so weak. It's just like, oh, I don't want to use this. There's other skills that are way better than this. And the if I go back to monk skills, Seed, was it? What was the Sun Spear skill? Seed of Life or something like that? Nightfall. Where is it? Do. Seed of Life. This is also like so bad. Like, for 2 to 5 seconds, heal party members for 2 of your divine favor whenever target ally or the target takes damage. So it's like a very specific like condition for you to actually get the most out of this. And it's like such a short, I don't know, for like PvE skills, usually they're like more powerful because you only can have a limited amount of PvE skills on your skill bar. And you probably choose something else over this since it's so weak. But yeah, monks really, I feel like monks really got the short end of the stick when it comes to these skills. Okay. Your 600 smite build got crushed in 2011. Oh yeah, I think I remember doing the 600 too. Me and my friend, we did a lot of farming in the Cathedral of Flames, and he did all the hard stuff. I was just like the guy who casted a bunch of the maintaining element or enchantments on him, and I just stood back. And then he would like, he's like way more into the game than I was back then. And he would actually like go on chat and be like, I'm doing a Cathedral of Fame COF run, join my party for tips or whatever. And then yeah, he just like solos the, well, I guess it's kind of 2-man, right? Even though I'm not really doing anything but maintaining my own enchantments. Yeah, we would do that, and we would like make platinum that way, which was really cool. It was a very community driven kind of like service that we were provided, which kind of like, one of the cool things about this game is that those kind of stuff was emergent. It was like emergent gameplay that came out of just how they designed it. And I don't know, I had so much fun like back in the days where I was like watching anime on one screen, and then I would cast my like enchantments onto my friend, and then I just sit back and I'm like watching anime. And then when I hear my friend like ping, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta do it again," and this is like really chill, like a chill afternoon of farming. Is this the right way? Yes, it is. Your monk had like 900 skill points from farming. Oh wow, with that build. Oh, I think they made skill points like a currency at some point where you make like consumables and stuff, right? So didn't it just like kind of build up? That build, quite a few are duds. The Ritualist one is a staple in a Spirit Spammer build. You did the Cathedral of Flame farm as well. 5k a pop, 35 minutes a run. Oh yeah, those are fun. We got a cutscene here, and a bunch of dudes are wrapped in spiderweb. So are these are the chosen that got kidnapped, right? By the, they're not like a new group of people. Yeah,
please,
captured chosen.
No.
Okay, so the Shining Blade. I'm assuming this guy's a Shining Blade. Oh, but he got killed.
You there. You can
Avenia.
chase us through the jungle later. But if you have even a shred of decency in your heart, I beseech you, help us save the Chosen.
Rescue the Chosen. Okay, so it looks like the Shining Blade was leading the Chosen through the Maguuma jungle, but they got attacked by these spiders, and that made it so that they couldn't run as fast, and we caught up with them. No, they're dying too quickly. I can't cast all my spells on them. That's a nice problem to have. You think they are supposed to be the chosen you found in Divinity Coast? Yeah, I think so. There was that
You have
cutscene in the
exactly 10
previous.
seconds to explain yourselves before we
I'll
run
let
you
this
through.
cutscene play through.
Perhaps it is you who needs to be doing the explaining.
What are you gonna do to us?
Uh-oh, we're
I
surrounded.
don't know what to make of you. You're not typical White Mantle, as evidenced by your bravery and willingness to help save the Chosen. Had you not shown up when you did, we might have lost them after all.
Lost them? You weren't trying to get them killed?
What did you think? That we liberated the Chosen from the murderous mantle only to
Okay.
feed them to the spiders? Nothing could be farther from the truth.
Liberate.
Then what were you doing?
Rescuing them from the mantle, that's what. The spiders were a miscalculation.
I don't trust them, Avinia. They're Mantle, plain and simple.
I can see that, Marcus. But something tells me
Oh,
if they see
Marcus.
for themselves what the White Mantle really do to the Chosen, they'll have a change of heart about their masters.
What are you saying? That you mean to let them go?
Yes, Marcus. That's exactly what I mean to do. Who knows? Once they've seen the Bloodstone, they may end up being valuable allies.
This is a mistake,
The
Avinia.
Bloodstone.
Maybe it is. If my hunch about you is correct, then you'll head to Bloodstone Fen.
Bloodstone Fen? That's a Guild Wars
The
2
truth
map.
about the White Mantle will reveal itself, and you will be faced with a difficult decision.
1,000 experience and 1 skill point. I like the aesthetic of all their armor and stuff in this game a lot more. It just seems like so functional and like makes sense for the area and stuff, I guess. Like makes sense for the setting. In Guild Wars 2, like they added all this like crazy, I don't even know what you call it. Just like gem shop kind of, you know, like gem shop skins and stuff. I don't know if that kind of like explains it, but they're all like so flashy and full of like eye raping cancer. It just destroys the theming of the game, I feel like. And this game, like everything is not too crazily designed, not like over designed. Everyone kind of like has pretty good looking outfits, or at least it makes sense for the aesthetic of the game. But yeah, so what essentially happened was, where were we? In Divinity's Coast, we needed to go and cleanse ourselves, get the Eye of Janthir, and we would find a bunch of Chosen. I believe we are not the only ones who did that. Other people going through that trial also, like other White Mantle that were going through that trial also grabbed a bunch of Chosen as well, because we only grabbed 5, right? And there was like a lot more than 5. And all those Chosen was supposed to be led to, I guess, the Bloodstone in Bloodstone Fen. And White Mantle, we're going to do a ritual of some kind. But Avinia is saying, like, the White Mantle, the ritual that they're going to do for the Chosen is actually bad. And they actually saved all the people there from a dark fate. And since we helped them, and yeah, the spiders catching them was kind of like a bad, just like a thing that just happened that wasn't in the plans for like Avinia and the Shining Blade. So since we helped out, she kind of is offering like a little bit of trust, I guess, and trusting us to not like screw them over. Coral Falls and Silverwood is like right above right in each other. That's weird. So yeah, so now we're supposed to. This entire like prophecy stories feels like one of my. it feels like one of my like thought processes where I just like lose focus on one process and then just jump to the next. Whenever I ramble or anything, it's like we start the game, we're in Ascalon, pre-searing Ascalon, we're having lots of fun walking around, learning the ropes and training up to be a good necromancer. We're learning about the area. We're like, oh, we're gonna fight against the Char, and it puts into your mind like the Char conflict, the Ascalonian and Char conflict is like what this story is about. And then the searing happens, and you're like, okay, well, we're losing, but I guess that's the story, right? We're gonna fight back, and eventually, we're gonna start getting victories here and there, and we're gonna come up with a plan to fight back. No, we run away from here, and then we go into here, and we're like, okay, we're running away from this place, and we meet a bunch of dwarves. There's evil dwarves and nice dwarves. Nice dwarves are helping us get through, and we're like, okay, the nice dwarves are nice to us, so we're gonna be nice to them too. We'll help them out well, and they'll help us out, so that we can make it to Krytan with our refugees from this war that's going on. And it's like, okay, now the big enemy here is the dwarves, the Stone Summit dwarves. They're really evil. They want to kill the Deldrimor dwarves, and they want to take this area for themselves because they're evil. So yeah, we gotta protect our people and help out the dwarves, and hopefully we can make our way through. And then we make our way through. Prince Rurik dies, our leader dies, and we're like, we don't know what to do. And the White Mantle is like, hey, we have a job opening. Do you want to be a White Mantle? And we're like, okay, forget about everything we learned here. Forget everything about here. We're on a new conflict now. Now, we're introduced to this undead lich, and he wants the Scepter of Ore. And the White Mantle also wants the Scepter, or keeps the Scepter of Ore safe, so we gotta help him. We gotta help the was it Confessor Dorian? I don't remember who that person was. And Justicar Habablion. And yeah, we gotta like do all these things. We gotta prove ourselves, and we become a White Mantle. Oh man, we're really a part of a new group now. We're so cool. And in order to rise in the ranks, we had to go through this like trial and prove ourselves to the Eye of Janthir. We gotta find all the chosen people. Oh no, the enemies of the White Mantle came by and took the chosen. Now we gotta take them back. And all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, whatever, we're not allied with the White Mantle anymore. We're allied with the Shining Blade now because reasons. So it just feels like the story just like goes jarringly from one like whole thing to another whole thing to another whole thing, and reasons, like the story thread that like connects them is like so loose and so thin. It's just like, yeah, that's just how it goes now. Okay, just go with it. The less is more. It makes you sad. Wait, you had a few things while I was rambling there. Yes, you hate the Igor. Oh yeah, it was when I was talking about the armors, right? It's too much. It makes you sad. Less is more. Everyone's just a blob of sparkles and bleh. Yeah, I agree. I remember I got the what was it? It was like in Guild Wars 2, you go into like the it's not the Fractal of the Mist. It's like a place where they sell it on the gem store. You double click on it and it takes you to kind of like another area with all the conveniences and everything. I remember I got a bunch of gems saved up from doing achievements, and then I was farming a bunch of gold, and I traded the gold for more gems to get that item because I wanted the convenience. And when I teleported into there, it was just like people with like all their legendaries and everything, and with their crazy outfits and everything. It was just like so, I don't know, there was no like cohesiveness to the theme, the artistic theme. It was just like this place is like in space, and everything looks very like kind of Magitech sci-fi-ish kind of Magitech fantasy. And then there's like a really bright like glowing Hulk guy who looks like the Hulk, but he's glowing like green. And then there's like a guy who is like rainbows everywhere and sparkles and everything. It's just like, what's going on here? Where does all this like visual like clutter come from? How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Should we there's the price of steel. I'm thinking maybe we should do this mission as well, and then we'll see how the time is for me at that point. And so this one is called Bloodstone Fen. So I'm just looking it up, the wiki right now. I remember this one. This one is pretty straightforward. I think when we get to the bonus, minion masters don't, like hero minion masters are probably not a good idea here, because there's enemies that you're not supposed to kill, essentially. But I remember this one is just like a walk. You just walk from point A to point B, essentially. And there wasn't really that much involved. The bonus is pretty, like, closed off in one spot. So, I think we can do this one. I think we can do this one, too. Should I change up my party a little bit? So I do have a Rit here. Oh no, Rit. I have her using Signet of Spirits, so maybe for the bonus sake, we still shouldn't put her in. Should I just get rid of Animate? Flesh Golem? I guess I can just get rid of these two. And put on Deadly Swarm. Who's this? Why are there random people giving me things? Here, have a Maguuma key. There are lots of random people giving me things today. I feel kind of special. Oh wow, I got a lot of stuff in my inventory now. I'm gonna move these. What was these things, right? Trail of Might. I remember using. Oh, I remember using all three of these when like my friends was really into this game. We needed these to. We were doing like Urgoz's Warren, I believe, and I was told by my friend. Like at the time, I was not like super like no life into this game. I was just kind of casually playing, and I wouldn't play this game by myself. I would only play when my friends played, like when they called me up to play with them. So I wasn't like thinking about builds. I wasn't really going to try and farm like gold all too much myself. It was only when my friend called me up and he wanted to play, so I played with him. And we had like a group of like a few of us that did like end game content together. But like my friend was the one who like gave me builds and stuff and like walked me through where to like cap the skills and everything. And I just kind of like did everything he said. And yeah, he was telling me that I needed to like grab these items before going into the Urgoz's Warren. It'll help like with survivability, and I think if we get like death penalty or something, one of these gets rid of it. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, you move faster with this one. You just get more attributes in total for that one. Party immunities to critical hit. Oh wow. Plus 10 armor, plus 1 health regeneration, damage reduction. Wow, okay, these are really good. Yeah, but endgame stuff has always been so intimidating for me, because when me and my friends tried Urgoz's Warren or Fisher of Woe or the Underworld or something, we would like attempt it so many times and still not be able to finish. And there was a cost, I think, in order to get into those endgame things. You actually had like a scroll or something. And at the time, since I wasn't really contributing to like getting those scrolls and stuff, I always felt bad that my friend was the one like working out all the plat to like open up the passageway for our team to go down. So when we failed, it just made me felt really bad. Apparently there's a few people that are just like playing through the game too. Alright, I am going to try and sell some of this other stuff here. We'll identify that. Identify that. Protection prayers. I might just grab that. Put that down here. We'll identify that. Yes. And then I'll sell the rest. if you want to do them, you run them every often. I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to find time. What's this? I'm getting someone is role-playing it, I guess, with our previous interaction. You run Fisher Will all the time. Okay. I don't know. I'm still really intimidated going into those areas, and I feel like there's so much stuff to do as it is that I want to like try and do for some of my other characters. Like one of the things I've been doing recently is trying to build up my team on my Paragon to like do like hard mode like clearing of like each zone, which I find really fun. So I don't know. I'm really shy, I guess. I'm like scared to like interact with the community. maybe sometime when I feel like I have more free time, because I always feel bad like if I agreed like, oh yeah, let's do it, and then like I just never find the time to actually like sit down and do it. Okay. You can sell that. Sell that. Sell. Okay. Vanquish? Is that VQ? That's what it means, like vanquishing? Yeah, I guess that's what people call it, right? Vanquishing each zone. Alright. I can put Dark Pact on, I guess. It might actually be better to have Dark Pact and Unholy Feast. Yeah, I think this is good. We will go into this mission. You mostly play by yourself these days, just heroes and mercs. Yeah. Okay. I think all we need to do is like essentially just walk forward, right? Alright. We've decided to flip and be with the Shining Blade. Uh-oh. I accidentally hurt this warthog and now he's mad at me. Oh wow. This one plant guy ate an entire meteor shower. Okay. Ooh. I wonder if I can turn off the screen shake. I normally don't like screen shake in video games. It just feels very jarring a lot of times. Oop. Get rid of that. Okay. I appreciate you offering to do stuff though. Ever since I started live streaming, I always never really know how to like handle when chat offers to do things. For the most part, I've just been saying no whenever people want us to do things in a game. But I feel like, I don't know, it's probably better if maybe sometimes I kind of went with it. But I don't know, for this game, it's been like trying to find time to stream as it is like kind of tough for me, since I have like an IRL like job and not a lot of times I can like dedicate to like streaming and stuff. And a lot of times, like, as well, I feel like sometimes I just don't even, I'm so tired from work that I don't even feel like playing video games. I just want to go to bed. So it's really hard. It's like, on top of that, I guess, it's like the social aspect of it is like kind of kind of like scary for me. But yeah, this is the bloodstone that we were talking about. And the White Mantle, this is like what the White Mantle like loves, I guess. And that's where they're taking the Chosen to do the ritual. And yeah, we just walked by it. They specifically made this level so that you would walk by it and get a good look at it from far away before actually going there. Alright. So far, my mercenaries are doing everything. I haven't really needed to actually do anything strategic. I'm just spamming like these 3 skills. And now that I don't have a minion to worry about, I actually am doing a lot less than even before. Oh, I'm dying. How close do I need to be to... did that do anything? 3 foes in the area around me. I'm not exactly sure how big of a circle around you is an area around you. Let's test it. Let's be here. Does this work? I think that did work. Like, I think I stole from this guy from that far away. I guess area is like a big radius then. Because there's like adjacent, which is like right next to you. There's nearby, which is a little bit bigger. And I guess area is like even way bigger of a thing. Did that work? Maybe that's too far away? Oh, there's a boss here. So... got a... no, I don't think that... I think that was too far away. We can do this one. Alright. Ah. I believe this is the right way. Okay. Jungle trolls. So, in this story right now, we've allied ourselves away from the White Mantle and towards the towards the Shining Blade. And the Shining Blade is kind of telling us to save the rest of the Chosen. They only got like a batch of the Chosen. And they want us to save the rest of them, I believe is what this story is. This bonus, make sure you don't kill the druids. Heroes can mess you up. Okay. I remember this one. I remember if you have a minion master hero, it can cause problems, or if you have a spirit hero. So I got rid of my flesh golem essentially for this mission. And I think what I'm gonna do is probably just put them all to avoid combat when we get to that area. And then hopefully we don't die. Because then the druids do attack you, right? They do see you as an enemy. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Boss Scarab. Okay, I'm going to see... Okay, I think I was able to eat that guy too, right, with Unholy Feast. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the range is on that. Dark Act. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Oh, it's because I'm max health, so if I use this while I'm max health, I guess it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it would be nice if, like, you still do, like, the damage or something. You still steal the health, it's just that it doesn't heal you. Okay. So, I do this. I do that. Nope, that didn't... Did it work? It did? No, wait, no, it didn't work. I was healed by my monk there. I guess I'm still too far away for that Unholy Feast to actually hit. Okay, I believe if I go in that direction, that's the that's where the bonus is. But I need to grab a vine seed and run back there. Look at that hit them. And I think I was full health there, so maybe I was just too far away before. Yeah, I gotta grab one of these guys. Conjure Phantasm. Oop, I got interrupted. That interrupting, like, noise is, like, so nostalgic for me. I almost want to, like, make that noise into, like, my notification on my phone or something. I gotta grab this and go back. Ah, the fallback and the incoming is just so good for this part of the game. And there's so much walking. Okay, let's set these guys to avoid combat. And then we'll drop this bad boy right here. The jungle is in peril. The elder druid must be summoned. Awaken, my brethren, the old druid of Maguuma, the same way you woke me. They will be summoned. They will summon the elder druid. But be careful. Do not harm the jungle guardians, or you will instead awaken the ravagers. They ravage you. Bonus, awaken the druids. Okay. Alright. So, I believe you can't kill these jungle guardians, but they will attack you, but they barely do any damage, if I remember correctly. Oh wait, nope, they They do a good amount of damage. You guys go run over here, okay? Just ignore them. They just haven't had their dinner yet, so they're kind of uh-oh. I think I should fight these guys. You can fight. Alright. Oh wait, no, there's still one more. Can you fight as well? Yes, yes, okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay. Everyone is set to pacifist. Ignore them! Don't look at them! Don't look at those weirdos. Okay. I think we're doing good. We can just have these. No, I need the fallback from my Paragon here, just to run faster. You can defend, and you can defend. Okay, that's scary that my Elementalist used Double Dragon, even though I told her to avoid combat. I'm just gonna put you guys here. I should have put like a running skill on myself. Actually, I don't even think Necromancers have access to running skills. Okay, we do this. Do this. Yeah, she's putting Double Dragon on us. Even though she's set to... No Double Dragon. Game, I guess it's okay. They're allies, so I wouldn't hit them. But if I was close to one of the Jungle Guardians, that would be bad. No. These little like scrubby guys are kind of annoying. Don't throw things at me. Don't throw things at me. Oh! Do the zigzag. Maybe I'll duke them. Okay, there's one. Whatever you guys are thinking of doing, don't do it. Micromanaging the heroes takes a little bit of skill too, I think, because it's easy to fumble and sometimes like just forget that you flagged them away and you just like walk away or something. You're like, oh wait, I missed something. Where are my allies? But you actually just like told them to go away. I think I go down this way, right? Okay, there's no weird jungle guardians here. Oh, there's these guys though. Oh, like that. You can. Go Mox, go. Go Mox, go. Okay. I think I can just follow where that guy went, right? Just follow him. Okay, I don't want to go past that, actually. I'll go the long way around. Don't look at them! They're up there, but don't look at them! It's gonna be good. It's fine. It's fine. Man, that guy hooked that stone like over that bridge. Oh, we actually got here before him. I think that's it. I think there was only 4. Oh yeah, there he is. Nice. So now we can go kill all of them if we want to, but I don't think I want to do that. I'll just kill the ones that are in my way. Actually, we might as well just run past them. I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Excellent. Okay, we got the bonus, and now all we need to do focus on the main mission. Okay, what do they want us to do now? Okay, Blade Scout Rider. He'll take you to the Bloodstone. Use the Vine Bridge to traverse the jungle. Okay. We are looking for a dude, apparently. Brute Behemoths. Behemoth Jaw. Just so much, like, the loot in this game, there's just such a variety of them. Yeah, I think the rest of this is gonna be pretty straightforward. No, like, insane fights. No, like, weird puzzles and stuff. And, traversing the map is, like, for the most part, pretty straightforward. So we won't need to worry about getting lost, I don't think. Nope, never mind, I need to grab this. I need to make sure I have a seed with me. I think there's like 2 more bridges that we need to build with these seeds. Alright. I might as well just grab one of those and take it with me, right? I think this is where having, like, friends would probably be a little bit more beneficial. Because, like, if you had enough friend, both of you can take this, then you don't have to, like, go looking for more later on. Nice. Wind Rider. That one Wind Rider took the entirety. Oh, I should cancel that. Better use Double Dragon. I think normally people use Searing Flames. That's like the more popular hero, fire elementalist, like, elite skill. But I don't know, I'm really enjoying the Double Dragon, like, kind of like play style where you give it to a person who melees and they just run in and just kill everything. And Searing Flames is like very energy heavy, so when fights gets drawn out, a lot of the times, like, they would start running low on energy. Because heroes are not really that good at maintaining their own energy a lot of the times. Like, they're always queuing up abilities and stuff in a fight, whereas like a human player might try to reposition themselves, and in so doing that, like, your energy just builds up on its own. I think I need a second one. Yeah, I think I need a second one there. Where can I grab a second one? I'm holding Control and Alt right now, trying to reveal where oh, it's right there. I gotta fight a boss, it looks like, to get to it. Yep. Bile Spitter. He spits hot fire. He's a rapper. Okay. I tried to unholy feast there when everyone's already dead. I believe I need to go there first and then talk to a guy and then go this way, but since I'm holding the seed, I'm just gonna drop the seed first, because the seed makes me walk a bit slower. I guess the walking pain is either now or later, so I'm just putting it now instead of later. Travel onto the Bloodstone on your own. Okay, so if you didn't meet up with... If you didn't locate this person, you can just, like, move forward then? It says added, but there isn't actually an update to this. Let's go looking for the guy anyway, because I think he like said something that might be relevant to the story. Yeah, that's the thing with melee characters too. They take all the time to walk there, and then you kill them before they actually get to fight, and then now they gotta walk all the way back. They're like, oh, I walked all the way there. Or I guess melee heroes, I mean. And like their pathing, is sometimes it takes them a while to figure out where to go. They like stand in the spot while they think. And that takes up a bit of time. Corpse of Shining Blade Ranger. Did the centaurs kill all these people? Oh, the protector is protecting this guy. I don't think, like, I'm pinging, like I was told a long time ago that if you ping that you're attacking a specific target, all your heroes would switch to that target. I don't think that's actually a thing. I think if you start attacking that target, your heroes will automatically start attacking that target with you without you even needing to ping. I think this is just like a feature for you to tell your like real life real players that maybe you want to call a target and that they focus it on with you. Look, I'm supposed to take you to the Bloodstone, but the mantle wiped out my entire party, and I'm not going back. Go on if you want, but you should know the stone disrupts divine energy. Those killed on top of it take much longer to resurrect. Okay, so talking to him also gives us this. But now it's actually here. Interesting. So yeah, since I didn't create this bridge, I had to walk all the way here and then take that bridge. So yeah, that's what I said earlier, where I'm like, I'm just deferring the walking. But at least now I can walk at a faster speed with incoming and fallback. Whereas if I was holding the seed the entire time, we'd be walking slower, even with these two buffs. Alright, I think the fight up ahead could potentially be hard. Because we fight... Yeah, we're literally killing White Mantle now. Because we fight White Mantle. And we're starting to get to the point in the game where we're almost level 20. And the enemies are going to be also level 20 or even higher. We max out level 20, but we could potentially be fighting enemies that are like 25, 26 later on. So I think this might be the first fight where things might be getting tough. But I have faith in my mercenaries since they're all also level 20. I think if we had a group of people who aren't max level yet, this fight could potentially be tough. I don't know why I hit that again. Okay, that still wasn't close enough. I kind of wish, like, when you press this button, maybe it flashes for a little bit exactly what your radius is or something. Maybe that'll be too visual noisy, and you're just supposed to like be good at the game and know the distance. But yeah, I keep overestimating how far I could be when using that. We're getting close, we're getting close. The Bloodstone's got like these weird spikes coming out of it.
I am the Scythe, the bringer of salvation. And I shall harvest the souls of the unbelievers.
That's Justicar Hablion.
For
He was our bro for a
stench
second.
will linger.
But now he's evil.
Until the false gods have been cast from this world.
So what does this say about the Eye of Janthir then? If the Eye was the one who's choosing these people, is the Eye choosing them for something else? And the White Mantle realized like these people are special if the Eye chooses them, and then they're using it for like evil purposes.
Well.
Because from what I understand, the Eye of Janthir is not like good or evil or anything.
Killed by the shining blade, but I see we were mistaken.
We're on to you, Hablion. Your days of murdering innocent people end here.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. If anyone ends here, it will be you.
We're like, what? You're really far away.
Get them.
Prepare to pay for your sins, Hablion.
Avenge the Chosen by killing Justicar Hablion. So yeah, this is kind of a boss fight now. Where are my heroes? I guess in the cutscene, like we triggered a cutscene here, right? And then ended the cutscene, we got teleported here. So our heroes needed to catch up. Come on, guys, you guys can do it. Wait up. We're just getting ready. Okay. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. For some reason, I remember there was a big fight here. Like a lot of like White Mantle like show up. But it doesn't seem like there's too many. I pressed it twice again. I don't know why I keep doing it. I actually used that to gain energy. I haven't had to do that before. Does more White Mantle come during this fight? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. I seem to remember this fight was like... They kind of swarm you with White Mantle, and that's what made it kind of hard. Mox. They must be so surprised, like, why is there a mechanical man attacking us? Yeah, probably never seen Asura technology at this point. Oh no, he's dead, and his cape is going into his butt.
May your soul be lost in the endless mists, never to find rest.
Damn. I think at this point they haven't really established the lore in the mists yet all that well. So the mist is just like, at this point, we're just supposed to believe it's like their equivalent to like a dead
The White
area
Mantle
for
have
dead
been
people.
called once again to arms.
But then they do have an underworld as well. And I think the underworld is like
There are
one of the places you
betrayers
can go to
among
in
us.
the mists.
Those who would masquerade as our friends, only to turn and stab at our hearts.
Uh-oh, he's talking about us.
I have just received word
Professor
that these
Dorian.
traitors have murdered Justakar Hablion.
It was accident.
They must pay for this.
Yes, my son. When these heathens attacked the White Mantle, they chose their fate. Now it is for us to deliver upon them what they have asked for.
Kill them all.
Oh, that was very violent all of a sudden.
Yes, my son. We will mete out justice and take our vengeance. Leave no stone unturned. Find the betrayers. Find Hablion's killers. Kill them all.
Damn. There's some angry people. So how does this work now? In terms of in terms of like them helping us get an Alliance Arch? Actually, yeah, it was the White Mantle who gave us a plot of land here for the Ascalonian settlers, right? Or Ascalonian refugees. So is the Ascalonian refugees and the enemies of the White Mantle too, and they're gonna kick them out of here? Or are they just like focused onto our group of people? Who specifically killed Justakar Hablion, and they have the sense to not like lump us with like the Ascalonians. Because when we were in this area, there was like Ascalonians saying like, oh, the White Mantle are weird. They seem to be doing some weird things. And then there's some other people here, like some Krytans here, who are kind of like either saying the White Mantle are weird or saying the Shining Blade are bad. And I think that's just the devs trying to make us question who's the proper people to ally against, and trying to muddy the water a little bit, just so that when it was revealed that the Shining Blade are actually trying to do good and the White Mantle are actually bad, that it just becomes a little bit more potent, that reveal. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder if like a quest appears or something that kind of goes over the politics of this area and how that we are traitors. And tell us about how the White Mantle feel about the Ascalonians that are trying to make a living here, running away from the war-torn Ascalon area. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the story has kind of been moving from one story point to the next so quickly that we haven't really had like a lot of news or a lot of updates on how people are doing where we left. So I don't think maybe we would actually learn about the politics of this area. Like when we came here, we didn't really get a lot of how the Deldrimor dwarves are, their position with fighting against the Stone Summit dwarves all that much. We just kind of like left that alone and assumed that they are also helping us while fighting them off. Maybe we can pretend in our own like headcanon that as Ascalonians are making the trek to the Ascalonian settlement in Kryta, in this area, maybe some stayed and helped with the dwarves or something, or maybe there's still like people of Prince Rurik that are here helping the dwarves, and they didn't all just come here, this element. Maybe we can think about that. And we don't really even know what happened here after Prince Rurik left. Like, how well is King Doric like fighting off the Char? How much land has the Char kind of reclaimed at this point? I don't know. I don't think they actually. We kind of just like leave the area and then we kind of forget about it. We don't really get to get any satisfying conclusion or satisfying updates to the stories, I don't think. But at the same time, I didn't actually go back when I played this game a long time ago, and I was being rushed through to get to endgame so I could play with my friend. I didn't pay attention to the story at all, and I didn't really do a lot of side quests, which is why I'm doing a lot more side quests and trying to like slow down and really pay attention to what's going on in this playthrough. Because before I never did that, so I never really got a good sense of what's going on, so back then I didn't really pay too much attention as it is. And I don't think Guild Wars 2 referred too much about this area, like, or referred to this story too much, aside from just like references here and there. So I don't even think in Guild Wars 2 we really get like the story of exactly what happened to what happened after our character specifically left. I think there is like story that kind of connects this timeline to the Guild Wars 2 timeline, where this place is just full of ghosts. There's like some like explanations for that. And for this area, there's an explanation to why there's no more dwarves here. And I actually don't know. From my experience of Guild Wars 2, I do not know why this place became Krytan. Like Krytan people has taken over this place and not the White Mantle. Because when I first came here to Lion's Arch, I was like in this game, in this story, I was actually pretty surprised to learn that the White Mantle control Lion's Arch. Because in Guild Wars 2, Lion's Arch is kind of like a free area full of everyone. Everyone kind of comes here, and this is kind of like a melting pot of culture. And then in Divinity's Reach in Guild Wars 2, which is where the main like kingdom of the queen, I guess Queen Jenna, lives, and she's a Krytan. So somehow Queen Jenna, or whoever the ancestor of Queen Jenna is, like took this place, took control of this place away from the White Mantle, maybe. But I don't really know how that happened. And yeah, this place. Oh, I didn't notice Ventari through these two missions actually. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that, even though it was told to me that we would see Ventari at some point. You missed old LA when it was a bunch of smashed ships. Oh yeah. Oh, I felt like that was kind of cool back then. Like I feel like ArenaNet tried to do something different, but unfortunately, there's like, I guess, a bit of a cost to doing something different, because for people who wasn't there during that time, they miss out on that like all the time now. And maybe that's a lot of times, like that fear of missing out, when you actually do miss out on something, it kind of makes you not want to like go into the game anymore, right? Like, oh, I already missed out so much, I don't really want to have to play the game so that I have to catch up, a lot of catching up to do kind of thing. He's got his own town, Ventari. Okay, so I just need to explore this place a little bit more, and eventually there's either like a outpost or something that Ventari is in. But yeah, anyway, I do remember old LA. I think there's you can still visit old LA in some of the like vanilla story, right? And I think there's like a item now that just teleports you to old LA nowadays. I don't know if that's something you need to buy off the gem store though, because for some reason I remember they brought back old LA at some point. Follow the main quests. Okay, so as long as I continue the main quests, I'll be able to find Ventari. Okay. Let's grab the main quest. See, Gareth Quickblade. Oh, the price of steel tells me to come here. Tell Gareth Quickblade about the Lost White Mantle Patrol. Meet the Shining Blade Scouts in Silverwood. The White Mantle think they can send patrols into our forest and not pay the price? They'll soon learn the cost of crossing the Shining Blade. I'll have several scouts meet you in Silverwood. They'll lead you to this White Mantle. They'll lead you to this White Mantle patrol. Wipe out the patrol and bring me their armor when you are done. We should be able to salvage some usable steel from them. Okay. We have been betrayed by one of our own. A traitor has given away the locations of the Shining Blade's base throughout the region. In response to Hablion's death, they are launching a massive strike led by the Demagogue? What is the Demagogue? That's a new thing that I'd never really paid attention to before. Scouts have reported a vanguard comprising 3 groups. They're currently pushing towards Curl Falls. We must warn Counselor Valor outside of Ventari's refuge. That's the guy! That's the guy! I need you to head them off and buy us some time. Okay. Okay, so that's the main quest. What's the armor like here? Ah, they're the same level as mine at the moment. Merchant. Ooh. Major marksmanship. I think I might want that. Give it to my ranger guy. Minion master. I guess I can grab that too since it didn't break when I can put it on my scar pattern. Because I actually have the minion master insignia on it. On oops. What did I just do there? On my current armor? Yeah, sure, why not? Sure. I don't think that's worth too much either. So it's probably not that big of a deal to just apply it. I'll keep that. Highly salvageable. I don't think I want to salvage that. I'll just sell it. I got a Maguuma key. Ah, sure, why not just... Improve sales value, sweet! Okay. Sell, keep, sell. It might actually be more worth to sell this. This is 150 gold. And if you open a Maguuma chest in this area, I don't think we're getting endgame gear, or at least like max level or max damage kind of weapons. So for the most part, these will probably be around like 60 to 70, maybe 80 gold, even if it's orange. So it might be more worth it to just sell this, but I don't know. I feel like just opening chests are fun, so I want to do that. Okay. That one. Okay. So one of the things I didn't do was actually I talked to the person in the wilds, right? Before the mission. Yeah, I talked to this lady and she's like, you gotta do the thing. The Shannon Blade are getting away. But I didn't talk to the Bloodstone Fen person, so I think we might have been missing some context there, and I was just guessing while I was doing it. Let's talk to him, see what he says. Pretend we haven't done this mission yet, and he's gonna tell us what we need to do. Do not let the truth frighten you. Only by keeping an open mind can we ever overcome true adversity. What can I help you understand? You just keep your hands where I can. You just keep your hands where I can see them. I know that you don't trust us yet. So this is a White Mantle person, and he's gonna ask us to help save some chosen, I guess. I don't blame you, but you'll see. The White Mantle are not your friends. They persecute the chosen because they believe the Flame Seeker's prophecy will come true. Ooh, they dropped the Flame Seeker's prophecy. And at this point, we don't know what that is yet, but since I have knowledge of the game, it points towards a very special dragon friend of ours, I guess. Why should I believe you? You don't have to. You'll see with your own eyes. The mantle claims to take the Chosen to study under the Grand Master of the Temple of the Unseen, but the Chosen never make it to the temple, and none of them are ever heard from again. It's called the Temple of the Unseen, not the Unheard. Very funny, but all you need do is open your eyes, and you will see plenty. The Temple of the Unseen is on the southwest shore of Krytan. There are many well-traversed roads that led right up to its gate, yet the mantle lead the Chosen into the Maguuma jungle, far to the northwest of where they claim to be taking them. Don't you wonder why? I'll tell you. The White Mantle led them out to the Bloodstones and cut them down in cold blood. They murdered the Chosen and trapped their souls inside magical statues. That's absurd. Why would the White Mantle do that? The Flameseeker's prophecies talk about those with the true sight rising up against the unseen oppressors. The Mantle believes these prophecies and think this means the Chosen will rise up against their unseen gods. They actually think we're going to kill their gods. As far as what they do with the trapped souls, I couldn't tell you. I'd like to find out myself whether it is whatever it is they use them for, it can't be good, so they kill the Chosen? That's exactly what I'm telling you. What must I do? Track the White Mantle as they make their way to the Bloodstone with another group of Chosen. They have a good lead on you, so you'll need to find a shortcut through the jungle, or you'll be too late to save any of the Chosen. And that's exactly what happened. They've already died by the time we got there. You'll see, everything I told you is true. Okay. If you're lying, I'll be back. Okay. Okay, so the Flameseeker's... I thought the Flameseeker's prophecy was something else. I guess that's why this campaign, or this game is called Prophecies. I feel like that was a retcon. I think originally this game was just called Guild Wars, but then when they released factions, they're like, well, it'll be confusing for people to think Guild Wars and then Guild Wars factions, so we'll just call the first Guild Wars Prophecies. And then you'll be able to tell a difference when you say either prophecies or profs or factions. But yeah, so that person was telling us about the Bloodstone and what the White Mantle plans to do. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's been 3 hours. I think this is probably a good place to end it. We got to a new area. We finished a few quests. We got a good taste of this area, got visually and culturally. There's like centaurs here. There's White Mantle doing evil stuff. There's like a cool object of power, it seems like, in the Bloodstone. There's druids and a bunch of like spirits and stuff that are very nature-y and jungle-y. And apparently, if we continue doing this, the primary quest, we'll get to a place called Ventari's Refuge, which apparently we will meet Ventari. That's really cool. I think off stream, whenever I find the time, I'll probably do a bit more exploration of this area just to make sure I get all the quests. But I think we did a lot here. We did two missions. And yeah. There's a skills guy here. Does he offer anything new? I don't want to get that. No, it doesn't look like he has anything new for us. So we'll just leave it like that. Okay, well that was fun. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for being in chat, Aaron. That was really cool. I don't really get a lot of chatters, I guess. So it's really nice for you to kind of stop by and just hang out with me while I play this game. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna go get me... I guess I'm gonna go take a shower first, I guess, and then I'm gonna go get me something to eat. So, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, wherever it might be, whenever I find the time to continue this story. I am going to try and get to the end of this at some point through these live streams. So yeah, okay, I gotta go now. Bye-bye. Oh man, I get to do the thing. I apparently hit caps lock at some point. Bye-bye.